If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is putting on its shoes. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. Books are for people who wish they were somewhere else. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. Everyone is immune and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. If you don't read the newspaper, you are uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you are misinformed. Always do what is right. It will gratify half of mankind and astound the other. Courage is the resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. The best way to cheer yourself is to try to cheer someone else up. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence. Then success is sure. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. History doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. A clear consciousness is a sure sign of a bad memory. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. I didn't have time to write a short letter, so I wrote a long one instead. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. Out of all the things I have lost, I miss my mind the most. Never argue with the stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. Any emotion, if it is sincere, is involuntary. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. The human race has only one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. If voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know, because I've done it thousands of times. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Reality can be beaten with enough imagination. It is easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. A half-truth is the most cowardly of lies. Politicians and diapers must be changed often, and for the same reason. Be good, and you will be lonesome. Comparison is the death of joy. Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words. Human beings can be awful cruel to one another. Write without pay until somebody offers to pay. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them have never happened. The lack of money is the root of all evil. The older I get, the more clearly I remember things that never happened. Great people are those who make others feel that they too can become great. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist except an old optimist. Be respectful to your superiors if you have any. To do good is noble. To tell others to do good is even nobler and much less trouble. The source of all humor is not laughter, but sorrow. The only difference between reality and fiction is that fiction needs to be credible. They did not know it was impossible, so they did it. It is easier to stay out than to get out. There are 3 things men can do with women: love them, suffer them, or turn them into literature. Find a job you enjoy doing, and you will never have to work a day in your life. You can't reason with your heart. It has its own laws and thumbs about things which the intellect scorns. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. One of the most striking differences between a cat and a lion is that a cat has only 9 lives. The more things are forbidden, the more popular they become. It is better to be alone than unwelcome. The difference between a miracle and a fact is exactly the difference between a mermaid and a seal. Humor is tragedy plus time. Don't use a $5 word when a 50-cent word will do. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. All I care to know about a man is that he is a human being. He can't be any worse. Stars and shadows aren't good to see by. Get a bicycle. You will not regret it if you live. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. I do not like work, even when someone else is doing it. One should never use exclamation points in writing. It is like laughing at your own joke. Be careless in your dress if you must, but keep a tidy suit. How little a thing can make us happy when we feel that we have earned it. The average man don't like trouble and danger. To a man with a hammer, everything looks like a nail. I don't want no better book than what your face is. Necessity is the mother of taking chances. Choosing not to read is like closing an open door to paradise. Everything has its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold. A person with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. Some people get an education without going to college. The rest get it after they get out. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. It is not the good that die young, it is the lucky. Do the thing you fear the most, and the death of fear is certain. How empty is theory in the presence of fact. The secret of success is making your vocation your vacation. It is the little things that smooths people's roads the most. Of course, no man is entirely in his right mind at any time. We can't all be heroes because someone has to sit on the curb and clap as they go by. Names are not always what they seem. It is never wrong to do the right thing. Always read stuff that will make you look good if you die in the middle of it. Human nature appears to be just the same all over the world. Never regret anything that made you smile.